Just a few days ago, Israel rescued an Arab-Israeli hostage from a tunnel in Gaza, Qaid Farhan al-Qadi, a Muslim Bedouin, father of 11. Can you imagine being one of his 11 kids these past 10 months, knowing your dad is being held hostage in a tunnel by Hamas? Soldiers placed their lives at great risk to rescue a Muslim Arab. Was the tunnel booby-trapped? Were there Hamas terrorists waiting for them? There are 2 million Arab Israelis, citizens of Israel. Of course the Israeli military will risk their lives to save them, to save even one. Israelis can be Muslim, Christian, Druze, or Jewish. It does not matter, they are Israelis. Over 10 months, Mr. al-Qadi was held captive in tunnels, emaciated from lack of food, and not seeing sunlight for months at a time, so long he thought he was blind. He was shot in the leg the day he was taken hostage, and he was operated on, according to him, without anesthesia. Isn't that nice? Before his rescue a few days ago, he heard Hebrew being spoken outside the tunnel, and his captors fled just before the Israeli soldiers appeared. After the rescue, all of Israel celebrated. Can you imagine any Arab or Muslim outside of Israel rescuing an Israeli or a Jew? Would they celebrate that? Now that would be a shock. So who in the Middle East values life? Does this story give any clues? Do people who take hostages and keep them in dark tunnels for nearly a year value life? What kind of person supports those monsters? For 10 months, this Muslim Arab Israeli was held hostage, and during that time, what did any Arab country say about it? How about those Western protesters who yell they are pro-Palestinian? Did any yell for this Palestinian, a citizen of Israel, who was being held hostage? Why not? Perhaps the only Palestinians they care for are the ones who are killing Jews. I wonder why. A big relevant fact in this story is that the hostage rescued is a Muslim, an Arab Israeli. So let's check news headlines to see if that big fact is mentioned or ignored. NPR headline, quote, Israel says it rescued a hostage found alone, unquote. Nice. Found alone is more important than saying an Arab Israeli hostage or Muslim hostage. Okay. Quote, Israel says they rescued, unquote. The mainstream media news often casts doubts on anything from Israel with the words, Israel says, quote unquote, or Israel claims. Come on. For any other country, headlines would simply read, U.S. rescues hostage, or France rescues hostage. Not France says it rescued a hostage, as if they usually lie about things. The hateful media bias. CNN says rescue of, quote, Israeli hostage. No mention he's an Arab, a Muslim, or a Bedouin. Not important facts to CNN. Why make Israelis look good, like decent people? New York Times, quote, Israel rescues hostage. Plenty of space to say Arab or Muslim hostage, but no. ABC headline, quote, hostage in Gaza is rescued. Again, no mention he's an Arab or Muslim. And no mention from whom? The terrorists, Hamas. You know, the group designated terrorists by dozens of countries. Perhaps all these quote-unquote news organizations are trying to keep the Middle East conflict simple and promote their fake news reality. It's Arab versus Israeli, or Jew versus Muslim. These news organizations rarely mention the 2 million Arab Israelis. They are Palestinian citizens of Israel, but that fact conflicts with their biased agenda. Perhaps these news groups don't want to have to explain why Hamas took Muslim Palestinian Israelis as hostages. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please like and subscribe. Want real Middle East news analysis? See you here next time. Cheers.